What's up, y'all? Since Xenoverse 3 is real, this is my wish list of some of the things I want to see in the game. Now, I am not going to talk about movable Saiyan tails or hair spiking up during transformations or the different types of transformations in the game. A lot of people have already talked about that. I even talked about that as well. So I'm going to be discussing other stuff that I want to see in the game. So no transitions, no intro, let's get right into it. So for the first one is having stuff to do in the hub world, or if it's an open world, then have stuff to do in the open world. So a few things that they could definitely add is like this carnival kind of area where you could go in, enter it, and then go on these rides, and then from there maybe your cat could do like this silly kind of face right there, and then it could just take a picture of your cat, and then you could just view it right there. Another thing is to have like a shop area where you could actually enter, and then like if it's a food-based area where you could go ahead and sit down and see your cat actually eating the meal. Or if it's like a food stand, then go sit down in front of the food stand, and then you could also eat that there. And then there could be chairs there where you could have your friends cat sit there with yours too. I think that right there would be pretty nice. Clothing store, same thing. You could go in with your cat to the clothing store, get the clothes, and then there could be maybe like an area where you could go ahead and change the outfit of your cat. I think all of that would make it a lot more immersive and interactive. But another thing they could definitely have is a photo booth. Now, they could keep the photo mode how it is right now for Xenoverse 2, but to expand it further, there should be like this photo booth, photo area type deal where if you enter it, you could actually change the background. So instead of having the hub world be your background, you could actually change it to the Kame house or the Namek area. That's just like a few examples right there. So that way you could expand it even further. And then also when it comes to emotes, have more emotes than what we have in Xenoverse 2. Now let's move on to the next one, which is having good netcode, not peer-to-peer, but server-based. Right now in Xenoverse 2, we have peer-to-peer, not really necessarily exactly a server base when it comes to doing PvP. I think they should have like a robust server specifically for that, so that way we don't encounter the problems that we do in Xenoverse 2. The problems that plague Xenoverse 2 netcode should not happen at all in Xenoverse 3. Now, I'm not saying that Xenoverse 3 should have perfect netcode day one. No, because there's obviously gonna be some sort of lag or maybe some sort of delay. That just has to do with wireless in general. So I'm not saying a perfect one, just no issues that Xenoverse 2 has should not exist at all in Xenoverse 3. Now, if they have server based, then they should definitely have cross-play for Xenoverse 3, because nowadays games do have cross-play if it's online. Xenoverse 3 is gonna come out in 2027. At the time of recording this video is May 2026. So technology has definitely advanced a lot from 2016 to 2027. So I believe they could definitely do cross-play, because if they do, then that would just make the lobby just seeing a lot more people there, and it would just be awesome, I think, in my opinion. But let me know what y'all think. Now let's move on to the next one, an option to upload photos and make it into loading screens. Now let me explain about that. I'm not saying upload photos that you take like on your iPhone outside. No, I'm talking about in-game screenshots, in-game pictures that you take in Xenoverse 3 and then make that into a loading screen. That's what I mean, because that would just add an extra layer of customization, and also it would just be a little bit more personalized to the player. I think that would be pretty cool, because then let's say, for example, if you took like a goofy photo with your CAC and then your friend's CAC, you make that into a loading screen, and then maybe like 2, 3, however much time has passed later, you go back into it. Let's say you just want to go ahead and grind the quest, and then once you go there, and then once you see that picture, then you could just reminisce a little bit and be like, oh, I remember that, So I think that would be pretty cool to have, just that option to upload your in-game screenshots and make it into a loading screen. Now, the final one is the ability to add short descriptions of your CAC. Now, what I mean by that is right now, Xenoverse 2, what we have is really just to put titles in there. That's really it, which is very limited. So to make it more creative, more custom, is to add a description. Now, you're gonna see up on the screen right now the mascot for the channel. His name is Rage. So an example of a description is something like, Rage is a half Saiyan, half Titan from Greek mythology. He is from planet Xanton, and he has traversed throughout the multiverses. He has been training ever since he was a kid. That's an example right there, and I think that would just make it, just add an extra layer of customization to the CACs, as well as Xenoverse 2 has an OC community, so that could cater to them as well, and then just have awesome stories to happen between the two of them, crossover stories, things like that, because I do write stories about my mascot for the channel. So I think that would just be pretty cool. That are some of the things that I want to see in Xenoverse 3. So let me know what y'all thoughts about that. Do you disagree with some? Do you disagree? What are some of the things you want to see in Xenoverse 3? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, there's going to be a video up on the screen right now talking about some predictions of Xenoverse 3. Anyways, that's it. See ya.